increase in home energy costs would push 840,000 Americans into poverty. And we understand that that war on coal will indeed raise energy prices by 10% and will indeed push 840,000 into poverty. Senator Tim Scott, South Carolina Republican, he's one of the senators who released this report, and he joins us now. That's what you found? War on coal equals energy prices up 10%, 800,000 people in poverty? Wow, that's extreme.
It's terrible. I'll tell you what, having lived in poverty myself, the last thing you want to see with folks living in poverty is the choices that they have to make, which oftentimes leads to rationing. They will ration their medicine to save money. They'll ration their food to save money so that during the wintertime they can be warm and during the summertime they can be cool. This is not what we need. There's a reason why when the president started the conversation about seeing skyrocketing prices were going to be inevitable under his energy plan, and we now see that it's completely accurate.
Okay,
in South Carolina alone, we've seen 6%. Well, what we can do is we can push back. We're trying our best to make sure that the EPA and the new standards do not go forward. We're challenging them consistently. Now, we also have something. Would it help?
Sorry, Senator. Sorry. If the Republicans swept and took control of the Senate in November, well, 4 or 5 weeks away, would that help your fight against these regulations?
Absolutely. Stuart, elections have consequences, and this election has real consequences for those who are considered energy insecure. We will drive 840,000 more Americans into poverty under the current administration's plan on their war on coal. And another 7 million folks in our country will be considered energy insecure. So having a majority in the Senate slows down the president's agenda in a very real way.
Let me ask you about the sense of the country, though. I mean, do you think America feels that coal is a valid source of energy, or does America think it's dirty, flat out dirty? Let's phase this stuff out.
Well, I think the average person in our country disagrees with the administration, especially when you take into consideration the coal resources, the oil resources, and the gas resources makes us the richest country on earth as it relates to reserves. We need to do what every other country is doing, is find ways to make affordability a major part of the conversation. That's how we drive our competitive position. That's how we supply homes with electricity, cars with energy. We need to make sure that we keep in mind that this philosophical debate the president has going on today does not necessarily include the impact that it will have on people living near the poverty line. And after all, this war on coal will result in more people slipping into poverty, and that's a major problem.
Yes, sir. Senator Tim Scott, Republican, South Carolina, thanks for joining us, sir. We do appreciate it.
Thank you, Stuart.